if you don't share this video, you know you are going to hell. And download it. And I also need machines to preach the good news, so you can kindly support me. Mohammed was a scam. Mohammed married to Khadija for 25 years and never married any woman aside Khadija. I can tell you for a fact that if a God really called Mohammed, that God and Prophet Muhammad was afraid of Khadija. Muhammad started receiving his revelation around 610. Muhammad received revelation for 9 years before Khadija died. In that 9 years, there was no revelation of women can give themselves to Prophet Muhammad. There was no revelation that Muhammad can marry 6 years girl. There was no revelation that Muhammad can marry his own son's wife. There was no revelation that any woman that is willing to give herself to Prophet Muhammad, he should come. There was no revelation. This is where the scam is. If Muhammad was really called by a God, and that God has to wait for Khadija's death before he reveal all these disgusting things to Muhammad, is to tell you that Muhammad was a scam. Because Muhammad was afraid of Khadija, and Allah too was afraid of Khadija. So they have to wait for Khadija's death. That is to tell you that Khadija did not die a normal death. When Muhammad was married to Khadija for 25 years, there were women around, there were children around, but Muhammad behaved himself. And Khadija's cousin, Waraka, was a Christian. And Muslims say Khadija was an idol worshipper. Because Khadija stuck to his cousin, and he learned from his cousin, Khadija was a honest and a dignity woman, and did not allow Prophet Muhammad to misbehave and do stupid things. So when Muhammad started receiving his revelation, it was Khadija that took Muhammad to his cousin. Why didn't Khadija took Muhammad to the forest idol worshippers leaders to help Muhammad? But he took Muhammad to his cousin, Waraka, a Christian, to teach Muhammad and to confirm his calling that he is a prophet. Why did Allah wait for Khadija to die before he gave that revelation? And I can tell you with authority that there is no single woman on this earth that is willing to share his husband with any woman. It's either that woman is forced into it, or they give them money or house to compensate them before they allow their husbands to marry another woman. And this is the example Khadija gave to the Muslims. Quran chapter 4 verse 3 and the rest. Where was those verses? You can marry 4. They all came after Khadija's death. Because when Khadija was alive, this revelation couldn't come. It's either Muhammad himself came out with these ideas and say it is revelation, or Satan was afraid of Khadija, and Satan has to wait, who is Allah, for Khadija to die before they review these satanic verses of destroying the life of women and beating of women and starving them of sex. You see, you think Khadija will allow Muhammad to tell Muslims that beating of women is allowed? That revelation did not come in Khadija's time, when Khadija was alive. I'm telling you. How can Muhammad look at Khadija, his master's face, and say, my God said we can beat women, we can starve them of sex. My God said women are dog. My God said women have deficiency in their brain. They have brain damage. These revelations all came after Khadija's death. So the enemy always know who is guiding you, and he waits to take away that person from you before he destroy you. So Khadija helped Muhammad a lot in his life, because Khadija was learning from his cousin Waraka, who was a Christian. So this is to tell you the Christian value is more decent than the Islamic value. Because even Khadija was not a true Christian, but because he had the knowledge of who a Christian is, Muhammad was behaved. Muhammad was living a decent life when Khadija was alive. But when Khadija died, look at Muhammad's life. Raping children, stealing Kaaba, stealing black stones, doing all kinds of stupid things. To the point that he even want to marry infant, and advising the Muslims that they should marry children so that they can play with them. Look at this. It's either Muhammad himself made all those Quranic verses. He made it up. When he wants something, he will just come out and say, Allah revealed to me that Muslim women can give themselves to me. Allah revealed to me that I can marry my own son's wife. Allah revealed to me that nobody should come to my house at this time. It's either he's making it up, or Allah, who is Satan, was afraid. Because in the Bible, listen very carefully, before the snake will come and tempt Eve, the snake has to wait when Adam was not around. Because I can tell you for a fact that if Adam was around, they wouldn't have ate the fruit. But the snake used the weakness of Adam, who is Eve, to deceive Adam that I have eaten it. Because Adam too has no knowledge of what will happen to them when they eat the fruit. Because they have never experienced what death is. So when God said they would die, they did not know what death is. So when Eve ate the fruit, Eve died spiritually, it means separation from God. But Adam did not know this. So when Eve said, I have not died, he also ate the fruit. The same thing happened. Khadijah was the one guiding Mohammed with the knowledge of Christians because his cousin was Waraka. And Satan has to take Khadijah out of the picture before he used Mohammed to destroy the world, before he used Mohammed to destroy the life of people. So all those demonic verses all came after Khadijah's death. And the same thing happened in the Garden of Eden. Muslims, it's right about time you leave this demonic, occultic, smelling religion that is from the pit of hell that was created by Satan to confuse the world. Sahih Muslim 22. The most dangerous at this verse. And this God is so powerless that he has to kill people before they believe in him. He has to put fear in people before they believe in him. And in the Muslim world, they were using the Adamic nature to do all their things. Even Muhammad's revelation came by force. You have to read by force. His neck was being choked. The Muslims women must cover their face. Is it their fault that men cannot control themselves? Is it the Muslim women's fault that Muslim men are so perverts that they cannot control themselves? They will tell you we can't shake woman. Listen, it's not that we don't fear. There is a spirit in us that put us in so many situations to think about weakness and negativity. You will die tomorrow. You should fear. You will not make it in life. But there's another spirit that God gives us. That spirit we use to fight all this negativity. So listen, if a man cannot control himself, that man is as useless as an animal who is going to be killed to celebrate festivals. I'm telling you, Muslims can't control themselves when it comes to their temper, when it comes to women. That is why they can't shake women. So if I leave a Muslim man and a woman in a room, a Muslim man cannot stand the presence of the woman. This is to tell you they have no power to control themselves. Salvation is in Jesus alone. Muhammad was deceived by Satan. The revelation I'm giving you, cross-check it, think about it, and you will know that this guy is really telling us the truth. He's not lying to us. I'm telling you.